Hey everyone, my name is Eric, and once again I'm back with another video. It's great to be back after a couple of months. I didn't make a video because I was super busy. So this video, like I mentioned, will be more geared towards networking and specifically cold emailing as well as scheduling contacts with industry professionals. And I'll tell you how and exactly what it takes to do that in order to be successful in networking. So the first thing that you should be doing is you should have a well-polished and a good resume, as well as a good LinkedIn. So people, when they see your profile, you want them to be able to easily skim through your profile, see what there is that you've done so far, and be impressed. Your resume should be in the format of the Wall Street Oasis resume format. This is specifically for finance, accounting, consulting careers. So you should also create a good LinkedIn that's pretty well polished. Typically for your LinkedIn, you shouldn't have a lot of points because that's what your resume is for, and your LinkedIn should essentially be just a history / recap of what you've done so far. And so maybe you can add 1 or 2 bullet points about the group that you were in, but nothing too much in detail. So the second step when it comes to cold emailing and reaching out to people through LinkedIn, a lot of times these industry professionals do not actually use LinkedIn, so they won't see if you connect with them and then maybe send a message with your connect. That's why LinkedIn a lot of times is not the best resource in terms of cold reaching out. What I would recommend is filtering your LinkedIn search. So you can search up, for example, investment banking analyst, and if you put it in the LinkedIn search, you can filter by school, you can filter by company, by job title, and then you can find their email format once again on Wall Street Oasis, and you can confirm this by checking through an email tracker whether their email is verified or valid. And so a lot of times for different banks, it's usually just first.lastname@thecompany.com. So for example, for CIBC, it would be first.lastname@cibc.com. Some different banks have different formats, so you just have to, be cautious about that and make sure that you're getting the right format, or else your emails could be wasted time. You should also make an email template to reach out to these different people, and obviously you should try to personalize it a little bit, but I wouldn't say do it for every single one super personalized. This is just a quick email template that I kind of made that you can feel free to use. Definitely make sure you personalize it with whatever relations you have to the person, whether it be school or club, but this should be a basic outline that you can use to start structuring your emails. So one tip that I don't see this being said a lot is you should also schedule your emails. So you shouldn't send your emails right away as soon as you draft them. Depending on the time of day that you do it, you should schedule your emails so that they're most likely to read it at a certain time. So for investment bankers, I've heard from friends that this is usually closer to sometime after the morning tasks that they do. So after around maybe 10 or 11 a.m., they're a little less busy, and that's when you can do it. For markets like S&T, it's a little different. They're usually super busy in the morning, but they do get a little more relaxed around 1 or 2 p.m. in the afternoon as the markets are more calm. And then as the market closes, they do get busy again, and they're once again more free around 5 or 6 p.m. when the markets are once again closed. So just based on the industry, you should make sure that you're sending and scheduling your emails at a time where they're most likely to open it or most likely to read it. One thing that you should also take note of is that you should get comfortable with sending calendar invites. This is something super basic that everyone expects you to do when you do schedule emails. You'll want to know how to schedule calendar invites, maybe add a Zoom link. If they want you to call you by their cell, then you can add the cell number as well. So just make sure you know how to do that within whatever mail program that you use. Finally, you should also set up an Excel spreadsheet or a Google Sheets, whatever you want, for a tracker of all the people that you've reached out to. One, so that you don't reach out to the same person twice with the exact same email format. You should make sure that obviously you're tracking their email, you're tracking when you reached out to them, if they replied, how the conversation went, different things like that. And then eventually you can also have a tracker for following up to the people that you've talked to, and that'll be easier in terms of following up every couple of months until obviously it's time for recruitment season, and that's when you'll be better versed to go through that. Ultimately, the goal of your coffee chats should not necessarily be just to get a referral. You do want to build that human connection, obviously. You want to actually understand what they're doing, how they're doing it, and it's really important that you show a genuine interest. You should also show that you're thinking about the things that they say to you. So during the coffee chat, make sure that you're asking questions building off of the answers that they have and not just shooting questions one after another and letting them reply like it's a Q&A. So it should flow smoothly like a conversation. Ultimately, when it's recruiting season, you can reach out again, ask them if they have any tips for you, and a lot of times if they do, then they might refer you. If they don't, then it's okay, because there's always more people that you can reach out to. And yeah, that's all the tips that I have for you today. I might go into a little more detail about how to go about the actual coffee chat and how to talk to people during the coffee chat. But this was more of a higher level just overview of how to reach out to people through LinkedIn using their email format and then reaching out to them as a whole. So I really hope you enjoyed this quick video. Let me know if you liked it, and let me know if there are any suggestions as to what you'd like me to do next. Happy holidays, everyone, and yeah, have a good one.